Hello, curious humans, and welcome back to the show that exists, it turns out, for a very specific reason, one that Dr. Lazuk has wanted to explain clearly for a long time. You are listening to the AI avatar of Dr. Irina Lazuk, dermatologist, skin scientist, and the woman who looked at everything the skincare technology industry had built, felt genuinely uncomfortable with most of it, and decided to build something different. Dr. Lazuk is not with us today because she is currently at a medical AI ethics symposium in Helsinki, Finland, having accepted an invitation to present on what she described as the difference between tools designed to sell and tools designed to understand. She delivered her presentation. The room, we are told, was very quiet for a very long time afterward. The specific quiet that follows when something has been said that everyone in the field already knew, but nobody had organized into sentences before. She has since been asked to extend her stay, review a proposed framework for ethical AI in consumer health applications, and apparently restructure an entire panel that she felt was asking the comfortable questions instead of the necessary ones. She has agreed to all of it. We are not surprised. We have sent a later flight and a warm coat. Finland in February is not casual. So, you have the avatar, and today, we are doing something a little different from every other episode in this series. Today, Dr. Lazuk is going to explain something personal, why she built the tool at SkinDoctor.ai, what she was trying to solve, and what she was unwilling to build, even when building it would have been considerably easier. Let us start with the statement she wants to make clearly. Before anything else, nothing replaces seeing a dermatologist in person. Touch, palpation, medical history, dermoscopic examination, and clinical judgment built over years of practice, these are irreplaceable. If someone has access to in-person dermatologic care, that will always be the gold standard. Full stop. That is not a disclaimer added for legal reasons. It is a foundational belief. So why build an AI skincare analysis tool at all? Because for most people, that gold standard is not accessible. Some live far from specialists. Some cannot afford consultations. Some do not know where to start. Some have seen multiple providers and still feel unheard or confused. And many are simply overwhelmed by a skincare industry that talks loudly, promises much, and explains very little. Dr. Lazuk built this tool not to replace dermatology, but to bring dermatological thinking to people who may otherwise never experience it. That is a different mission than what most tools in this space were built for, and the difference matters enormously. Before building anything, she spent years evaluating what already existed, and what she found concerned her deeply. Most skincare technology tools are not designed around skin health. They are designed around commerce. They exist to recommend products, simulate outcomes, drive conversions, and support brand storytelling. The science behind many of them is thin, hidden, or purely statistical. Skin is reduced to surface patterns. Images are treated as conclusions rather than starting points, and the user is pushed toward a solution before anyone has helped them understand the problem. That is where Dr. Lazuk drew the line. Skin is not a marketing surface. It is a living, adaptive organ, and it deserves to be treated accordingly. When she decided to build this system, she made a deliberate choice, not to ask how to make something impressive, but to ask how dermatologists actually think, and those are very different questions that produce very different tools. Dermatology is not about quick labels. It is about pattern recognition, exclusion, probability, and restraint. It is about separating what can be seen from what can be inferred, and being honest about uncertainty. So that is how this analysis was designed. When someone uses the tool, the process does not begin with products or routines or outcomes. It begins with observation. The skin is captured clean, makeup-free, unfiltered, because accuracy matters more than aesthetics, Makeup and heavy skincare products hide the very signals that reveal how skin is actually functioning: hydration behavior, texture irregularities, subtle inflammation, early structural changes. The tool is not interested in how skin looks after correction. It is interested in how skin behaves naturally. From there, the analysis evaluates through a dermatology-guided framework, not cosmetic pattern matching. The image is the input, not the conclusion. The analysis distinguishes between what is observed, what is inferred, what is not present, and what cannot be determined with certainty. That last category, what cannot be determined, is something most tools never acknowledge. Overconfidence erodes trust. Honesty builds it. Now, the aging imagery. Because this is where Dr. Lazuk wants to be particularly precise, because this is where many tools go wrong. The aging projections in this analysis were not created to shock. They are not predictions. They are not guarantees. They are illustrative, generated only after a structured dermatologic assessment has taken place and always framed with limitations and context. Why include them at all? Because skin aging is slow, quiet, and invisible until it is advanced. Collagen loss, barrier weakening, inflammation, and sun damage accumulate for years before lines or laxity appear. Most people do not change habits because they cannot see what is happening, not because they do not care. The imagery exists to make direction visible, not destiny, not fear. Direction. When people see how current patterns might evolve if nothing changes, curiosity replaces denial. They ask better questions. They become more consistent. They stop chasing trends and start caring about long-term skin health. The image is not the message. The understanding it creates is. The tool was also built with something that is frequently missing in AI skincare: ethical restraint. It does not diagnose, it does not prescribe, it does not claim medical outcomes, and it is explicit about what it cannot determine. That was not an accident. That was the point. Here is who this tool is actually for: people who feel overwhelmed by conflicting skincare advice, people who have tried multiple routines with little clarity, people who want to understand why their skin behaves the way it does rather than simply being told what to buy, people who want a smarter starting point before investing time or money, and especially people who do not have easy access to dermatologic care, who want to arrive at a future consultation better prepared, or who want to track their skin over time instead of guessing. This is why using the analysis approximately every 30 days is recommended, not more frequently. Skin changes in cycles, not days. Used with that rhythm, the tool becomes a tracking and learning experience rather than a novelty that gets opened once and forgotten. When people understand their skin, they use fewer products, they make better choices, they avoid unnecessary irritation, they seek professional care more intentionally, they build healthier long-term habits. That is skin health, not a product recommendation, not a routine to follow blindly, genuine understanding of what is actually happening and why. Dr. Lazuk built this tool because she was not satisfied with what existed. Too much focus on selling, too little focus on understanding, too much spectacle, too little substance. This analysis reflects how she thinks about skin, carefully, conservatively, and with deep respect for the complexity of what is being evaluated. It is not about perfection. It is not about fear. It is not about hype. It is about insight. And insight, when handled responsibly, changes everything. Healthy skin starts with understanding, and understanding starts with analysis. Before we close, everything you just heard is purely for entertainment and educational purposes only, and does not constitute medical advice or replace in-person dermatologic evaluation of any kind. To experience the AI facial skincare analysis Dr. Lazuk built and described today, visit SkinDoctor.ai. And if this episode made you feel like someone in this industry is finally building something for you rather than at you, please like and subscribe. We will keep showing up every week with the kind of honesty that apparently requires flying Dr. Lazuk to a different country each time. She is currently in Helsinki restructuring a medical AI ethics panel and will return when Finland releases her. We have accepted this as the natural order of things. May your skin always glow as brightly as your smile.